I've listened to hundreds of Jim Rohn's podcasts, and one of the key factors I see he repeats most times is the process of who you're becoming rather than what you want or what you get.
It's not what you get that makes you valuable. It's what you become.
First, the whole factor of trying to attain something boils down to the kind of person you are becoming while trying to attain that thing, which is very pivotal in life. When you're trying to pursue a degree or a career or something that you are a dream or a goal, the kind of person you are becoming while trying to pursue that thing is more important than the thing you're trying to attain, because the kind of person you become is something that becomes permanent, it becomes established. But when you're trying to pursue the goal, once it's attained, then the motivation dies. Then you start looking for something else to pursue. The circle keeps going and going and going and going. But the kind of person you're becoming through all this process will always stick to you as a person. It will never leave you. Only if you begin to derail from it. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about ways at which you can improve yourself personally. So to improve yourself personally, you have to stop seeking for outward validation. You need to look inwardly to improve yourself better. Look at those habits that serves you, those that don't serve you. Look at those patterns in your life. Why do you keep doing this? Are you able to question the reason why you do this, or you're just brought into this world and this is the way they're doing it, and you're just following it and everything? So we need to begin to question, because when you start questioning things, then you start growing. When you start questioning this and that, then you start growing, because you become more self-aware rather than just accepting everything as it should be. So this is just the basis at which you can improve yourself personally. And when you're improving yourself, you should focus more on your inward self, the things that you are taking in, things that are not palatable or things that are palatable in your life. You look at your habits, on how you're able to build those little habits, those tiny things, those trivial stuffs. Are you neglecting them? For instance, now, a vast majority of people don't lay their bed when they wake up. So those are the little things, those petty things we need to look into. When you wake up, rather than just trying to bed rot or to doom scroll, you can stand up from your bed, make your bed, pick up a book, read. Those little habits begin to compound into something massive. And this will not be visible right now because it's still a short time, but in the long time, it begins to compound, and you will see the kind of person you are becoming is different from the person you were. That's definitely, you have to be different, because you can't be on a journey of becoming a different person and still be the same person. So if you don't have anything to pursue in life, rather than just laying on your bed or just doom scrolling or watching or scrolling through the lives of others, you can begin to invest in yourself as a person. You can begin to invest in your brand, because you as a person, you are a brand. You can begin to invest in yourself, become a more happier person, become a more graceful person, become a more peaceful person, begin to see solitude in yourself. Then you begin to dream dreams that you wouldn't have if you were surrounded by a whole lot of people or by external factors. So you need to begin to look inwardly to see how you can improve yourself daily, because it's not about doing grand tasks per day. You have to do those little tasks daily, bit by bit, and you begin to build momentum. And when you are building momentum, then you are becoming a different person. Rather than just trying to take on a task today, then you put all your own energy and the light into the task, and that is the end. It stops there. No, that's not how it has to be. You have to always ensure that this task you are doing, you are being consistent with it. You have to imbibe the spirit of consistency in order to grow personally. You have to be consistent whatever you place or whatever you want to achieve. So because when you are being consistent with it, even on days when you don't feel like doing it, even on days when you feel so tired or worn out, or you don't even want to do it, the kind of person you're already becoming will push you to do it. This is the reason why it's very important to focus on the kind of person you're becoming. I remember firstly when I wasn't really keen on the kind of person I wanted to become. Then I would just wake up from my bed, and next minute I'm on my phone, I'll start scrolling, and before I know it, the day has gone and I was not able to achieve anything. I was not able to even improve myself. Nothing. I would just keep on scrolling day by day, and the cycle keeps going on and on. But when I became more determined, I became more resolute on the kind of person I wanted to become, I said no, I have to start letting I had to start let go of some things. I had to let go of this and that. So I was able to delete my social apps. I became more intentional about what I'm doing with my time, kind of persons I keep in my circle, kind of things I do. Do I roll with everybody, but there has to be a limit to the way you interact with the outer world if you want to improve if you want to improve internally, because surely people that you used to roll with, even when you're in that bad or that particular person you are right now, you may not have every of them again in your circle when you want to become the kind of person you want to be, because you all were still in that same circle, you were all in the same level or the same range. But now that you're trying to become more intentional about how you live your life, you may lose people, that's for sure. You may lose friends, you may lose many things. You may feel like you are disconnected from the outer world, but you don't have to worry about that, because in the end of the day, it's not about the outer world, it's about your inner world, what you are building inwardly rather than what is going on outwardly. So that's another thing that you need to consider. You have to ensure that you're intentional about how you're living your life. Be more intentional about how you're doing things rather than just doing things anyhow. And also, if you don't know how to or what to do or what to pursue, try to build your personal brand, because you as a person, you're a personal brand. I stated that earlier. You need to build your personal brand. How you appear in public, you can decide to start dressing more properly, how you want to be addressed. You can begin to be more attentive, begin to contribute more, begin to be seen by others rather than consuming other content. You can begin to create, because human by nature we are meant to create. So you need to begin to create more, or you begin to read books, or you begin to journal. You can do many things, anything that just aligns with your value. You can do them during that period of trying to disconnect from the outer world and trying to look inwardly. So to develop yourself personally, it all has to do with you looking inwardly. I have to look inward into my life and be like, okay, what is this thing I want to develop this year? What is that I want to attain? And for me to attain this, what do I need to do? And who do I have to become in order to attain this? I want to become more fit. Who do I have to become? I have to become gymnastic, or someone that is a gymnast or something like that. Someone that goes to the gym. Yeah. So for me to be fit, I need to be someone that goes to the gym. I can't say I want to be fit and I'm at home, I'm just laying on my bed eating some chips and some drinks. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to ensure that even on days when you don't feel like it, you still choose to be that person you want to be, because that's the identity you are trying to bring to reality in your life. So focus more on the kind of person you want to be, and then you develop yourself personally. So I guess in this video I'll be able to summarize or be able to project some ideas in one way or the other. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.